Hi everybody, I hope everyone's doing well. This video I will be sharing with you guys my favorites in the month of May. So if you guys are interested, do stick around. So I know it's a bit late, but I have been busy traveling as of late. But anyway, without further ado, I will share with you guys the products that I frequented the most last May. And in this specific order, I want to talk about the first two products that really made a huge difference for me and that really stood out for me. So I'm going to begin with a toner that I started using on a daily basis, and this is I think this is the most expensive toner that I have to date. It is by La Mer, and it is the Tonic by La Mer. This is how it looks, and this is a 200 ml bottle, so it's a pretty generous bottle. You are getting it for a hefty price point, and I purchased this in Manila. It was a bit over 100 US, I believe. Anyway, I will put the link down below so you guys can see exactly how much it is, but I've thoroughly been enjoying this as a daily toner. It's an amazing catalyst for skincare and for makeup. Somehow when I use it on a daily basis, it really just refines my skin, evens out my skin tone, and just is such a great refreshing pick-me-upper that is not really geared towards doing anything specific or addressing any specific skin concern. It doesn't have any harsh acids such as glycolic or lactic acid. It's just a beautiful daily toner that is not too harsh and really is an amazing lotion or catalyst for products after. The next product that I also been reaching since the beginning of the May when I received it was one of the brow products from the new brow collection by Benefit. It is the Precisely My Brow Pencil in number 3. This is how it looks. It has a spoolie on one end and the retractable product on the other. It is extremely precise. It reminds me of the Universal Brow Styler of Dior. I'm not so sure what the difference in price point is, but I definitely use this every day. And what I like about this is I have very sparse brows, and now that I am unfortunately aging and getting older, it is becoming more evident. And so on a daily basis, whether I like it or not, I do have to define my brows. And for sparse brows, I think this is the perfect product. It just is so precise. It allows you to give the shape to your brows, but at the same time to mimic hairs of the brows. So in areas where you have probably sparse or holes in your brows, you can just do small strokes and just instantly even it out without looking too harsh or too made up. It looks very natural because it allows you to do just very soft strokes. And number 3 is an amazing color. It's like a grayish muted brown, and that's how it looks. It's not too harsh that you'll end up with a stark line. So it really just facilitates filling in the brows. The next product is a palette, and it is not very common for me to have a favorite palette for the month, but this really stood out in spite of the fact that it was quite steep, and it is limited edition unfortunately for spring 2016. But honestly, I think value for money, this is such an amazing palette, not only because it has eyeshadows obviously, but it has almost a full-size blush as well, which I think is the winning feature in this palette. This is a Giorgio Armani limited edition palette for spring 2016, and it comes with 3 eyeshadows like so, and they're all shimmery shadows. So for some it might be something they're not really keen about, but honestly I've worn this 3 together and it looks absolutely lovely. I wish I'd thought of wearing it for this video, but it is just the right amount of sheen and shimmer. And I think with luxury brands, that's what's nice about them, is that they don't overdo it, so you don't look like you're trying to be 15 or something. And I think for spring summer, I don't know if you guys can see that, it's just gorgeous. And the lightest shade is such a good highlighter as well, so it has dual purpose. You can pop it in your cheeks, under the brow bone, which I've done as well. I don't have it on right now. What I have is a couple of products, and of course I topped it off with champagne pop. But these shadows are gorgeous look for the summer. Light enough but with a bit of definition. It gives you that very glowy look without looking too sparkly. But the pièce de résistance in this palette is the blush. This is how it looks. And again, I wish I had it on, but I'm trying so many things right now. What I have on is one of the Becca Luminous blushes. I will try to pop this on my cheeks right now though, so I can give you guys an idea of how it looks. It's just a very cool toned blush pink, almost like a light pink, but it on its own, it's just a beautiful summer shade that is, I'm using this, I'm applying it with my Suki brush. I don't know if you guys can see a difference, but anyway, it's beautiful to pop on the apples of your cheeks with a light feathery stroke, and it's just beautiful with a bronzer, which is a must-have for the summer. So that is the Armani palette. The next product is a rediscovery. This used to be one of my go-to powder products, pressed powder products, and it, I believe, was one of the first HD pressed powders out there. And before coming back to Vancouver, while packing, I realized I still had an unused brand new one, and it's the Cargo Blu-Ray HD powder, pressed powder. Mine is in medium. This is how it looks. This is a gorgeous powder that gives a refined HD finish to the skin, but does not make it look cakey. So even with the BB cream, if I wanted a bit more coverage, I would just pop this on with maybe a powder brush such as this Cover FX one, and I would just pat it on my skin, and it just unifies the whole look together, but giving it that very HD finish. I don't know if you guys would, but it just deflects any imperfections. It is very similar to what the finish I would get with the Guerlain Meteorites, where you don't, it's like a veil of like nothingness, but suddenly everything just is so cohesive and works together pretty well. So that is the Cargo Blu-ray HD. I have two eye product favorites, both from Dior. One is the Diorshow Pro Liner Waterproof in brown, and this one is the retractable one that has the slanted edge. This Dior eyeliners have always been one of my holy grail eyeliners because they're very creamy and pigmented, even the ones in the pencil form, the original ones. And you really don't need to work so hard to get that precision and that pigmentation. You don't have to go back and forth, even with the pencils. But this one just takes the precision to a different level. And look at that, one swipe. That's all I have on my eyeline right now, and I can even do a tight line with it. And usually with other products, I would use one liner to tight line and one to define over my eyeline, but this does both so well, and it's so creamy. It doesn't stagger when you apply it. It doesn't pull. It just glides on, yet it gives you the pigment and the precision that usually would take a couple of products for me to get. The next one is from Dior still. This is the Diorshow Iconic Overcurl. And this was in one of my bins. And while packing, I decided to take it with me. And I rediscovered how amazing this mascara is. I'm using it right now, and it is truly a mascara that you do not need to use an eyelash curler, which as of late I have been so lazy to do. I'm not so sure why, but I've been skipping that step because of this mascara. And most of the Dior mascaras are engineered to be used without an eyelash curler. If you notice, the brand doesn't have an eyelash curler as in their arsenal of tools. They have a complete brush set. but they don't have an eyelash curler, and that's because most of their mascaras are meant to be used without one, and this one truly holds a curl. And I don't know how it does it, but it does. I don't know if I can come in, but it is shaped this way, which looks like a curl, so it fits right on the shape of your lashes where it's curled. And then if you turn it upside down this way where it's concave, then I can just go on my outer lashes and just give it more of a lift, and it truly holds wherever I apply it. It just, the lashes just really stay in that shape, and this is an amazing mascara, and I think definitely one of my holy grail mascaras, which I don't really have a lot, but this definitely performs the way it claims. The next products are products I've shared last month. They are still in my favorites. One is the Burberry bronzer, Natural Glow bronzer in number 4, which I think is Summer Glow. Yeah, Summer Glow. And this, honestly, I dare not to say, but I do feel has replaced my Guerlain Terracotta bronzer, which is holy grail. I don't think in luxury brands anyone can really say they beat Guerlain. I think Guerlain is the brand for beautiful, amazing bronzers that just really warm the skin. But for some reason, in the past 2 months or maybe even 3, this is all I've been reaching for. And sometimes, once in a while, I would still grab from my Guerlain Terracotta, but it was just not doing it for me. I'm gonna show you guys, which is very weird. I've had this for years, and that's the thing with luxury products, is that they really do perform, and in the long run they really are amazing bang for your buck. Initially it's like you have to shell out double of what you would get for a drugstore brand, but honestly they really serve their purpose. I've had this for almost 4 years, I think, and my Soleil Tan de Chanel I've had for like maybe 5. I shared last month as well. It's the Estee Lauder Pure Color Envy Lipstick in Insatiable Ivory 110. I have it on right now with a gloss that I will be sharing with you guys. And this is the shade. I'm going to swatch it. It's like a peach beige, a neutral peach beige. And obviously that is definitely up my alley. And then topping this off is the Bare Minerals Marvelous Moxie Lip Gloss in Spark Plug. And last month I shared the shade Rebel with you guys. It is still a favorite lip gloss of mine. The formula is amazing. It's very comfortable on the lip. It doesn't wear off easily, and it also doesn't bleed. So wherever I place it, it stays put. And it has a mint fragrance to it, but not a sensation or a uncomfortable sensation like the Lip Fusion Collagen Plumping lip glosses, which really tingle. This doesn't have a tingle to it. And I will swatch this as well. It's very similar to the Pure Color Envy lipstick, and this is how it looks. It is pigmented for a lip gloss, yet it translates beautifully on the lip, and no matter what I layer it with, it just enhances the lip color. So I've been thoroughly enjoying that. Another lip product, this is a lip liner by NYX, and it's Sable Beige. It's one of the retractable ones. I do have it on as well. It's a bit darker than my typical lip liner, so it's a bit more on the brownish side, but it doesn't really translate that brown when I apply it on the lip, and I really just like the added definition that it gives on the lip. It's also very creamy and pigmented, so I can fill in my lip with this and sometimes just top it off with a lip gloss, or if I'm going for a matte liquid lipstick or a 90s matte neutral brown look, then this has become my go-to lip liner as well, because it just defines, it doesn't really give me that brown shade. The next product is another lip product, and this I discovered last month. This was released by NARS. It's part of their Undercover Summer 2016 collection. It's the new lip covers. This one is in Overheated. Comes in this packaging, which is like their blush packaging, which I think is one of the downsides, or the only downside to this product, because this gets dirty pretty quickly. That's why I still keep it in the box, which looks like this. Overheated. This is a matte liquid lipstick. What I love about this product is the comfort of wear in terms of the formula. I've never come across a matte liquid lipstick that was comfortable for me to wear or that didn't crack or dry my lips after a while. And so let me swatch this for you guys. Even applying it, it's just so creamy and smooth. This is the one right here. It really feels like lipstick in liquid form without drying. And this one I purchased in Manila. I recently got my hand on Get Dirty, which is one of the 3 limited edition shades. The other one is a red, but this is the darker one. Get Dirty is a bit more of the neutral nude one, which I will share with you guys in my Dallas haul. But this one I've thoroughly been enjoying, especially for night. The next product is, to be honest, a bit fairly new. I've barely had this for 2 weeks, but I have loved it so much. It's been a daily go-to, and I think it's already worth mentioning. This is a cleanser from Estee Lauder. It's one of the first cleansers I've ever used by the brand, and this is called Perfectly Clean. It's a foam cleanser or purifying mask, depends on how you want to use it. It's ideal for normal to combination skin, which is definitely me. This is how it looks, and the clean that I feel with this is just very different from all the other cleansers I've used. I usually use a second step of cleaning. So I pre-cleanse and then I use a first cleanser, which usually my go-tos are Purity by Philosophy or Vichy's Purity Thermal 3-in-1 cleanser. But I think this definitely replaces Purity by Philosophy. I still love my Vichy Purity Thermal. That is just so so mild. It's just a more sophisticated, more higher level Cetaphil, but this is just beyond Purity by Philosophy, and I think this is gonna definitely replace that go-to product for me. I think in terms of cleansers, it is definitely the most luxurious, clean feeling foaming cleanser I've ever used, and I enjoy using this cleanser. That's how luxurious it feels. It's so refined and sophisticated. On the other end of the spectrum, very inexpensive. These are facial masks from Korea. I came across them in a beauty shop when I was in Manila. I usually use Asian facial mask, but my previous go-to was My Beauty Diary from Taiwan. Korea makes amazing, inexpensive skincare, especially facial masks. They're known for that, but I've never come across one that I thoroughly liked. This one was on sale and it was amazing. It was only $1, so I thought I'd give it a shot, and I was very happy I did. It's called Lebelage. I have a couple of their masks with me. I kind of stocked up a bit. This is the cucumber one. This is the pearl, and this one is the collagen one. They also have a snail one. What I like about these masks is the ingredients. It's a very short list of ingredients, and right off the bat, the first 5 ingredients on the list, you get the active ingredient that it's claiming to have, whether it's a snail cream or sodium hyaluronate, which is hyaluronic acid, or collagen. It is within the first 5 ingredients listed, and it's not a very long list, meaning I'm getting concentrated ingredients and not watered down. And most of them also have sodium hyaluronate. So regardless of what they specialize in, they have it in the first 5 ingredient list. So that is a win for me. At the same time, the price. And after a flight, I just popped this on, or before a flight, just to prep my skin, and it's been amazing. The next product, you guys have seen this. This is my product, which is why I am in Vancouver. I will be launching this in Canada this summer, and it will allow me to be able to ship this product to the US and anywhere in the world, I suppose. It's my universal body oil or beauty oil. This has become indispensable for me because it is just so dry in Vancouver versus the very humid tropical climate the Philippines or Manila has. And even when I was in Dallas, I noticed that air is just so dry there. There's no humidity, and my skin thirsts for this oil. After I shower every time, it's not even just an option, it's a necessity. And I'm in love with my product, but it really just affirms how amazing the CBeauty oils are. These are pure concentrated organic cold pressed coconut oil. We have no buffers. They have another specialized oil mixed with a product, but more than 90% of the product is straight up organic cold pressed coconut oil, and it does wonders for my skin at night. This has become a necessity as well, my Glow Facial Moisturizer, which has rosehip oil, avocado oil, maracuja, evening primrose, and I think bergamot orange oil, and it's just also a necessity now. I use my luxury serums after I cleanse, but my last step has been this, and it's just indispensable for me. Indispensable. The last two products are fragrances, and no surprise, Elie Saab La Perfume. I emptied a baby bottle the last time I was here. There's still a bit, so I haven't thrown it out. I was able to replenish one when I was in the Philippines, and even in summer and humidity, I love this. You just need one spray. This is definitely holy grail in my list. It's musky floral, which to me is not very heavy. I can use it for the day. It mixes well with my chemistry, but maybe for other people, it will be a bit too much, but I love it. It has that floral with a powdery dry down. The next one is, I think this is number one holy grail. It is by Diptyque. It's the Do Son fragrance in the EDT or Eau de Toilette. The perfume, a bit too strong for summer. I could rock that though, but this is just, if you like floral, musky, and you like tuberose, this is the ultimate tuberose fragrance in the entire fragrance world market. If you like that kind of fragrance and you like tuberose, this is a must-have, and I cannot live. This is just favorite. And last but not the least, still my Oribe Texturizing Dry Spray. Amazing. I can't live without it. I just use it now, so in between washes, or if I want a pick-me-up for another look or transitioning to putting my hair down at night, this is a must. And I can almost do away with a lot of other hair products. So that is about it. I hope you guys found this video interesting and informative. I will be doing haul video, drugstore and luxury, my US haul when I was in Dallas last week, and I also have planned a couple of thorough product reviews or comparisons because of those products. And yeah, so I look forward to hearing from you guys, and let me know if when I come out with a video which reviews of which products you want me to do first, or you're interested in having me do. So thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys have a great day or a great evening.